Hey there, everybody. It's RCK, and I'm glad to have you here again today for our next episode. We'll be going over for our Naba series here. What is going on with this? Hold on. I'm looking at my. I'll have to deal with that later. Either way, we're going over turn 55 and turn 56, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, we have a lot of things going on, and I have a lot of people sending me messages about games, and I'm like, why do you have to do this as soon as I want to start recording, guys? Come on. Yes, it is going to be turning 55 and 56 today. And I do have a bit of a storm going on outside, so if you hear anything, that's just probably coming through the mic. You probably won't, though. I mean, I can hear the thunder rolling out there, but I don't hear the rain too bad right now. Of course, it's going to be a good night's sleep when it's raining real good. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we're casting things like Dark Knowledge, a bunch of sight searching spells. Really don't find a lot at all, but we have so many gems that we're currently not putting to use. We might as well put them to use here by Dark Knowledge. There's nothing really in depth we're going for. Astral Probing's good to have, or Astral's good to have, but I would like to have a better income since we don't really have high access to it. Same with Dark Knowledge. No more. We can search up to 3, but it's just convenient for us to cast this every now and then. Horror specs, don't care about nature gems. Somebody is hitting us with arrows. So I know this isn't Pangea, because why would he have done it now that he's already basically lost the war? Um, uh, I asked Mikland. Mikland showed me his. No, Mikland asked. No. Boz asked me, which is the other Pangea, if I was hitting arrows for him, and I showed him. I showed him my entire casting screen here from here to here, and I said, I am not hitting you with arrows, but someone is hitting me with arrows. And same thing with Micklin, showed him, he showed me, and I was like, yep, okay, nobody's doing it. We know it's not Pangea. And who it is Ermor, okay? That's who we figured out. And well, I can't remember exactly what he said about it, but it wasn't particularly nice. But, it happens. I guess he just wanted to play around some. And like I had my hand on the button for Flame from the Sky, or I don't think I have some of the other ones yet, but I think I could cast Flames from the Sky, and I was like, and I'll just leave them alone. Here we have a few Dryads, of course, taking us out. Really still pretty difficult depending on what they hit. We're doing swarm casting like the Shriek the Camel Riders are not going to be able to hold up against Swarm. The Murkribs aren't going to be able to. The Melikas will be able to, as long as they have gems on them. CPNG are rating a few of Ermor. Good to see they're hitting them. They're still hitting us a little bit. Unfortunate there. We lost an Enchantress. How sad. Since that was the only Enchantress that we had close by, of course, we're going to have to fly one over here. And let's see. Yeah, that was our Nature 4 because it had Thistle Mace on them. So that is very sad. From the looks of it, what happens... don't think they get hit in the head. Oh, they do get hit in the head. Even though we have air shield up, misform, they end up getting hit in the head. Yeah. So we're down to 1 hit point there. And they're bleeding. Got lucky on a couple zeros there. I guess before the turn ended, they dropped that last point there. Because they're still alive when we left. This is just PD and chaff and stuff, so not too much to really look at there. Of course, a full line, so we don't have anyone going around us. And then we have some on the flank for flyers or centaurs on attacker if they do happen to get past us. We're just casting Firestorm, Random Stones. Not too big a deal. It could be the Rain of Stones, but I mean we have Fire Resistance 5, so I'm very doubtful the Firestorm did it. I mean, it is 6 AP fire damage, but the 5 should be enough to negate it almost completely. It's the rock. She got hit by a rock. How sad. And then started bleeding. Yeah, bleeding profusely. That is very unfortunate. We should have put a helmet on her, I suppose, or a little bit more armor, since she is a pretty valuable mage, being our only high-level nature mage in the army there. So we learned our lesson on that, of course. Everyone also has Mass Light. So yeah, we lost the Enchantress, unfortunate, but we did find all of the items here, so that is good. We have our second force here, taking more provinces, and this one is located back home a little bit more compared to the other one. We have them taking underwater provinces. Ooh, looks like they found some apostles here. They do have a mortality of 3 months, so we'll see them again in 3 months. Looks like they're just trying to spread dominion. So they're attacking us here too. Okay. Looks like we're just trying to recruit more camel riders to go up to either patrol or move up to the front. Took another province with Ichthids. Looks like we took a province in Maros. So we are definitely winning the raiding war at this point, or raiding everything back. Looks like we beat this Hierophant here, and usually if we beat... hold on, let's see which one that was. Yeah, since they have no routing, or no province to route to, that's just dead, even if they route, so... there goes that one. We're back at 1700. 2 turns left for rainmaking, so we'll have to put that up. 11 left on trade wind, and of course the Tower of Heavens is still just around. Anything going on in particular? No, we are starting to blood hunt though, so we're definitely wanting to get that done relatively quickly and get a nice amount of blood slaves to really start making gulas. It is turn 55 is kind of late to be making gulas, but better late than never, I suppose. And we do have flames from the sky, so we could definitely have really screwed him over on that. And I think that's why I had. I mean, you could cast it. They could have cast it by moving some boosters around. We do have a nature mage, but it's just going to be a level 3 instead of a level 4, which is unfortunate. We are moving on to 243. Our more is sitting on 215. Honestly, we probably should have hit... can't tell which one that is. So that is the one we've been fighting. That's the Pangea. We have been fighting the dark, or the reddish dark red. Bullhorns is the other Pangea, I think. No, my bad. Opposite. So this is the one we haven't been fighting. So the other Pangea is kind of taking this island for himself, looking to take that throne. And then the dark red horned one, which is the one we're fighting, is still back here. Getting very confusing here while they're raiding themselves, while we're fighting them, because the only difference is their horns. So that's fun. Other than that, see that he's trying to stop some of these forts, but we see so many temples here, unforted temples from Ermor. Of course, he just took this land, so he hasn't built them yet. But we will shortly see like temples in every province that he controls. So that is going to be interesting. As far as things go here, of course, we had the same kind of setup. I think we might not have switched the gems over to each person yet. Or we might not have gems at all. Oh yeah, so we're moving someone in to give them gems because they used that amount there, because I didn't think they were going to have to have gem usage on 225. But yeah, we are moving more over. These days, I'd probably, honestly, if I was sending gems over, we'd probably just fill up as much as we could. I'd just go ahead and put 30 on somebody, move them over. I wouldn't have had like a little bit here and there. It is kind of dangerous though with the dryads. It could possibly be why I considered not putting that many gems on them to begin with. just because of the Dryads. And if I lost a scout that had 30 gems on it, that would be pretty painful. Versus a scout that had 10 gems or however much. So that is some reasoning there. Moving this force over. Haven't decided what we're quite doing here. Probably going for 18 here shortly. We also need to take 257. That does look like a level 3, and 18 does look like a level 2. So we should prioritize this, even though this one is probably more easier, or this is going to be more homed in for our nation, or less opposed, whereas Micklin could push for 18. And, you know, I mean, if he goes for it, he goes for it, you know. It's my bad for not taking it yet. Not a whole lot else going on up north. Just researching, getting a bunch of lightless lanterns going, skull mentors, just because we have a lot of death gems. Should be making more, but it's okay. Voice of Tiamat being cast, so trying to get all the site searching we can done underwater, see how much extra gemage we can get through there. Anything special here? Forge a staff from the sun. What's the staff of the sun? Staff of the sun. Staff of the sun. Staff of the Fire King. That'd be nice. But I think Fire King's already been made. Yeah, it already been made. But this lets you cast Rain of Fire. Number of effects, damage 15, fire magical. It's a good one. But Staff of the Sun does give +1 fire magic. We're able to put it on our guys. It's going to help them out. But it's also going to give +2 to the fire spell range, which is going to be very nice when it comes to Flames from the Sky. And of course, that does the extra fire magic path is going to also increase the damage of Flames from the Sky. So that is going to be very nice, and it's honestly not too expensive of a item for us to make. What else? We could do this helm here, but we don't. There's a couple items we were looking at, but honestly, there's a lot of items that already exist. Seal of Solomon is definitely a good one for us to go after next. Flame Mine, the One Ring. Yeah, like there's a couple of items already been made. Ruby Eye's been made. But yeah, if we can start casting Ritual of 5 Gates every turn and get a Demon Knight, Devil, the Storm Demon, and the Frost Demon, that's 4. And then there's the Fiend of Darkness. You get 5 every time you cast. So that is definitely like a 40 Blood Slave investment every turn. So that is pretty nice item there to have. I have had it before in different games. Or just one other game, actually. And that's really all we're looking at there. Casting Rainmaking again to kind of overcast that. Oh yeah, 2 months left, so we could have waited for an extra gem, but you know, whatever. I already spoke about Score Mentor. So we do have Bishop Fish coming up, so that is very nice. Winged Shoes are being made. We do have another Enchantress over there that is a Nature 2. Now we have 2 Gulas here, but it's a very small amount to get started with. We definitely need to be making a lot more. We should probably have 5 or 6 in this province, 5 or 6 in that province, 5 or 6 in that province. And 5 or 6 in that province, and have all those 4 there patrolling, being very safe areas, having forts, having very high population, because everything else is, well, honestly, we have those 3 across the board there that are really high. There's so many that have very, very nice provinces here, but as far as safety goes, those would have been fine because we'd be able to keep the unrest pretty low and not really worry about it. But yeah, we should be looking at a lot more than that. And then probably moving into Shaitans and then putting up something like Dark Skies. But it'd be hard to fight Dark Skies or push Dark Skies into this with our very, very low air gem income of 5, which is pretty sad. Yes, we do have a little bit of air province or province that we're able to search for air. But honestly, I mean, everything is already searched at either level air 3 or 4. And it's like, this is sad. Would definitely love to have a higher air engine or gem income for air or fire, honestly. Um, but it's just not how it turned out this game. And so that's all we have going on here for this turn. So let's go ahead and head over to turn 56. In turn, continue. 56. Let's see. There we go. Naba. Almost picked Naba for the tournament game, but thought it'd be a bad matchup for what was in. So I decided not to play Naba for the tournament game, if anyone's wondering. I'll probably have a video coming out showing what I'll be playing as. I don't think all the picks are done yet. I'll have to double check. Ooh, that's not good. Seeing a Dryad kill a Malika probably was a mistake on my probably a mistake on my end for not having gems on her. Ooh, and this one has a lifelong protection. So they're getting a lot of imps per turn, or 2 imps per turn, and then also casting Swarm. Honestly, even if, I mean, I don't think Air Elemental could win, but I think maybe a Fire Elemental could win. Well, maybe not even then, because the Fire Elemental, well, I don't know. Unfortunate there to lose that, but definitely a mistake on my part for not having gems on her. Very expensive Dryad there, between the item for the assassination and the lifelong protection. And they hit a chieftain, a Marrow chieftain. A Carib disappeared. Raid. Oh, we see Olm's battle here with Pangea. And let's actually go and see where that is. I mean, it's not worth watching, but so it looks like either he's left his capital or he's fighting back towards his capital now that Pangea has elfed him. Or he's taking that province from Pangea. Not really sure what's going on there. Weird. But with Lemuria staring him down, Pangea elfing him, I think the writing is on the wall for Ohm, unfortunately. But has been a very good ally, I will say, throughout this game. It does suck that he drew the short straw and was pinned beside Lemuria and Pangea, which, well, he wasn't pinned beside Pangea, he's pinned beside Krieg, which would have been just as bad, but honestly, through Dryads, Rage, Thugs, White Centaurs, also very unfortunate that he was put beside them because, of course, they end up kind of pushing that final bit there to kind of knock him out of the game, I feel. And let's keep going here. Rated us. God, we're losing a lot, but thank goodness we make so much money. Rating us rating them rating us rating them, Pangea rating Ermor. Nice. That's a pretty big PD down there. Forces were beaten, so it's us attacking them and losing. Them rating Pangea. Of course, just a lot of back and forth here, you know. And I mean, he's taken 17 gold provinces, 17 gold, 88 gold, 2 gold. So, I mean, it's not like he's taking very high province like Naba. I mean, if he was sitting on Naba again, that would be very unfortunate. And does rainmaking stack? I mean, damn, I guess it does. I wonder if they figured that out, or because I wonder if we cast rainmaking again, would have put another stack of plus 10% tax to it. Damn, that's funny. I mean, Could possibly be because it's two separate mages that's casting it. I did not notice that while I was playing the game, if you were wondering. But that is very interesting to see because I noticed the income was higher, then I looked over and see we had double rainmaking. But I mean, that's very interesting there. So not a whole lot going on. We're just sieging. Of course, we're probably going to distribute out the gems. It looks like I saved this turn and didn't finish it because I didn't give these gems away yet. So giving out these gems and more than likely storming the fort next turn. Probably trying to break siege. Well, maybe not breaking siege there, just due to the fact that the Centaur Warriors could hit that province while we broke siege. So I'm not trying to lose anything. And I'm sure I hit all three of these provinces back. It looks like that the deep raiding is essentially done. I'm sure this guy here is moving forward. I'm sure this fella is moving to a castle. And we're probably picking up all these camel riders. Actually, probably be something more along the lines of this. Picking up the ones here at 40 and picking up the ones here at 59 and moving down. Also taking what's at 80 Newmark. At 65 being Copper Woods, taking all the archers. And what's at 51 and putting them all together. Still recruiting some stuff down here or up here in the north. There was some reasoning behind that. I can't remember exactly. Oh, we did find a crop of growing forest here. Some one nature. Algae is one nature. Underwater cliff is a earth, and then we haven't searched that one yet with Voice of Tiamat. But we have got all three of these. So we got Wall of Living Kelp and Kelp Grove. So that is two more nature gems. We have a starfish colony for a fire gem. And then we have another death gem. We have not searched either of these yet. But we do have a giant anemone down here for nature. Putting us up to 12 nature. Definitely could have more, I think, because they cut us off. Maybe these provinces. Maybe not. Maybe just 13, 14 right now. So that is always very nice. Not too much going on. Of course, our script stayed the same since we really haven't done anything new yet or researched anything new. Probably could, no. Yeah, that was, I clicked the wrong spell there. I do remember changing that to Phoenix Power. It's supposed to +1 fire magic instead. Just mix the two up there. Fire Fin, Smokeless Flame, Firestorm, Arrow Fin, couple of scouts. Looks like I moved some Astral Pearls over here for somebody. Probably a Mukrib to cast like anti-magic and stuff like that. So not a whole lot going on in these turns here as we clean them up. And I'm sure I would have set all these guys here to research. But yeah, I feel like this was definitely a turn that I looked at. I probably did a little bit, or put the turn on unfinished, and then I turn around and did the turn later. So I feel like that's definitely what happened here. But we will look at some things. Research is looking fairly well. We'll hit Conjuration 8 next turn for some Elemental Royalty. Other than that, we're at 3,600 research points per turn. Pretty good. Could be higher, but that is pretty good. It's going to help us out. As far as I know, I think we were top on research. I'm pretty positive. I think we're getting beat by gem income because everyone else holds all those other globals. Our income is the most. I think we have the most. Nah, I think Lemuria might have more forts than us. Army size might be beat by Lemuria, but other than that, oh, maybe Pangea because they have all those mid-ads. I forgot about that. But yeah, things are looking pretty good. I feel comfortable here at this moment. Unfortunate that things like this happened here, and they are kind of taking Pangea before I can take it, but you know, it happens. Definitely took a lot of unnecessary losses in this war, but we did end up getting a cap out of it, securing another throne. taking a few forts. So it was pretty good altogether, I feel. It's a lot of earth gems there in the underworld. But it definitely puts us in a decent position. See, we haven't even done anything with these mages yet either. So yeah, we definitely haven't played the turn yet. Oops. Hit the mic when I scratched my nose. But that's all we have here, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Trying to close this one up. I have a couple more Naba games I need to put up. Just from games I've already won. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.